My mother will whip my ass all the way to Dominican Republic. I try to sue her for no damn picture.
Exactly. Try coming back in that door and it will be locked and you will not have the key.
Never.
Because seriously,
Una maldita golpea que me dan. Pa' la
like,
corte. I'm Honey German. My parents are Dominican. I was born and raised in New York City. I love sneakers, and I'm a body positive advocate.
I'm Carolina Bermudez. Soy nicaragüense, but I was born and raised in Ohio. I'm a wife, a mama, and a worker bee. This is Life in Spanglish.
Good morning, Carolina.
Good morning, honey. I feel like I need to go to the gym after that picture you posted.
Which one?
The Cardi B? Huh.
Her stomach looks like an entire caterpillar.
No, somebody's comment was like, this picture makes me feel like I need to go straight to the gym and stop eating. Like, that's not what you want to do, but
this is my breakfast right here.
The green tea.
Yeah.
Yep, that is what the motivation is today. Thank you, Cardi B, for the inspiration. That is like remarkable.
It really is.
Her body is so slamming.
But that brings me to this point that, being a chunky person my whole entire life, I feel like some people are predisposed to have these athletic shapes, regardless of what they eat or what they do.
Oh, totally. Like, there's definitely... For instance, I will never be a Victoria's Secret model. Like, I'm not saying that I'm like, overweight or anything, but it's just like my body is just not made like they are, I mean, it's just everybody is so different, but she is looking damn good. And she snapped it back in like...
Her baby can't even walk and she got a six-pack. Hello?
I know. It took me about 2 years to get back to me. After I had my kids. Yeah, well, because it's like if you breastfeed, there's like so much that goes into it.
It's so crazy how we see things on social media, influencer and like these moms that, snapback game. And it kind of like creates a weird distorted like expectation for women.
Well, absolutely, because then you have those people that say, well, she has a team of people. A lot of people don't have a team of people. It's just like what you said. They're predisposed to have that kind of body, and it's just easier for them. I want to believe they have a team of people to make myself feel better, but realistically, like, you just never know what's going on behind the scenes.
No, 100%. And you can't always go by, what's on social media, which brings me to something I posted yesterday. I got the thinking about social media and how it can damage you in certain instances depending on what you post. So, so the question I posted was, is your social media the right place for potential employers, brands, or even bays to come judge the real you? Because I saw a report on Fox 5 yesterday, and it said that insurance companies are now looking at your Instagram and your social media to judge what you eat or the type of lifestyle that you live before even insuring you. Would your social media be an accurate depiction of who you truly are?
Yes and no, because I feel like there are those times where I splurge and I'll post something and be like, damn, it's going down. I'm about to eat these muffins, but I'm not doing that every day.
Neither am I.
So for an insurer to look at me and say, oh, this girl, or this woman doesn't eat, she doesn't have a healthy lifestyle. Well, that's not fair because they don't see the other 23 hours out of my day that I am eating salads and eating grilled chicken and things like that. You know what I mean?
Because who the hell's going to post a dry salad or a piece of grilled chicken that looks like cardboard? No, we're going to post when we go out to eat, delicious, unhealthy food.
Exactly. Yeah. Nobody wants to see the just salad that doesn't have the feta cheese. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I think it's like, it's a problem. But you also see these companies that have the health insurance and you're getting money back. Did you hear about this? You get money back from some insurance companies if you go and work out. If you check into your gym at least 3 times a week, you get like $20. We had this discussion on our show.
I need to do this.
So basically, one woman called and said that she has 2 kids and she never used to find time to go to the gym.
Okay.
Now she goes to this gym that has a kids club. So the kids are always saying to her, Mommy, we want to go to the gym. So not only is she being motivated by her children, but she's also getting incentivized by her insurance. They give her like $20 to $30 for going to the gym and reporting. So it's like, yes, these are great things, but I don't think that people post everything to their social media, and to judge me on that, I don't think it's fair.
When I think it's unfair, like a lot of teachers commented and they were like, we can't have a life. We can't post anything. We can't be sexy. We can't post a drink. We can't post
no way
if they smoke. It's like, but in the same breath, they said, if I'm an amazing employee, what do you care what I do in my personal life? Or can a teacher be sexy? Absolutely, yes. Can she smoke some hookah uptown if she wants to? Why not?
It's
that doesn't
perfectly
make
legal.
her a bad teacher.
Right.
So I don't know. I think I'm going to stick with the people on this one. I don't think it's fair that employers, insurance companies, or anybody goes to social media to judge you.
Well, for example, my husband the other day did not make the best choice. He went out, the house had a gutter problem, something was happening with the gutters. Literally went outside on a ladder in flip-flops in the pouring rain. I'm like, we will never get life insurance for you if you're doing this foolishness.
Anything else you'd like to add to that? Was the ladder greasy?
Was it lightning outside? I'm like, did you you love to take chances, don't you? You know, so it's like if somebody were to look at that and be like, whoa, we can't insure this guy. He's taking chances. That's where is the line? Like, where do people draw the line? Do you draw the line if somebody rides a motorcycle? That's potentially dangerous.
Very.
Do you not insure somebody because they're doing things like that? So I just feel like we're going way, way off the scope of what this is supposed to be. You know? I think a lot of times people post pictures of their friends or their families. Like, I'm mostly more family. I did look at my profile after you posted that because I was curious, like, what kind of a message am I sending?
How are people perceiving me? It's crazy because people perceive me as a person that's always on vacation.
Because you post when you're on vacation.
Which is not the case. I just like to post a lot when I am on vacation.
Right.
But I get 2 weeks paid vacation, my beautiful people. That is it. Sometimes I just, might take off one Friday and go to Miami or
something.
something.
And you have a 3-day weekend or something like that.
I have no problem working 40, 50, 60 hours a week. And I've been working since I was a teenager. So when some people come up to me, they're like, you're always on vacation. Do you even work? Excuse you?
Right. You're not seeing the other days where I'm grinding it out and I don't have time to post anything. Well, also the memes. Like the other day I was going to post this funny meme. It's like, and I'm sure you've seen it. It's Wendy Williams with her sunglasses on and a fur coat, and she's walking in onto the stage with like a coffee. And it's like me walking in 20 minutes late to my job. Like, I was going to post that, but then I'm like, what if our boss, Thea, sees that and thinks I was really late that morning? You know what I mean? So it's like, I just don't even want to put that out there.
You don't. It's crazy. I think about memes. Like when the memes are real reckless, ratchet, or they say like nasty curses,
but they're hilarious.
I will not post them because I know a lot of my coworkers and my 2 bosses follow me. So I do refrain a lot from posting the craziness I would like to post.
Yes, but then it's also just like I posted something the other day, or it was months ago, something like, hey, guess who hates waking up at 3:45 a.m.? This girl. And I posted it and somebody was like, well, I'll take your job. And I was like, oh my gosh, no, that's so not what it's about. Like, I don't want to give up my job. I just hate waking up in the middle of the night.
You're still human.
Right.
And that's the crazy part. We're not allowed to be human. We're not allowed to, like, I posted like a video of like this little boy fighting with somebody in the car and he was like cursing somebody out.
That was
and the person
hilarious.
was cursing him back.
Saw it.
And it was like, people are like, I love you as a couple and this is really what happens. It is really what happens. We do curse each other out. I do be grabbing the steering wheel and be like, we will kill both of us right now if you don't stop yelling at me.
I will end this story.
Yeah, but it's crazy how, people might judge you and think like, oh, you have a violent relationship.
Oh,
or
I think this is a sign she's in a domestic, dispute with her partner. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, can you be real anymore? Because that is my sense of humor. Me walking in a fur coat and sunglasses 20 minutes late, but I still got my Starbucks. Like, that's funny to me.
It's hilarious. I saw a meme and it was like, when my boss says I can work from home, and she was like in a bubble bath, like eating, and I posted it and I tagged Tony.
But the truth is,
one of my bosses.
You're not doing that at home when you're working from home.
He knows, but it was hilarious. And he laughed at it or whatever. He didn't take it too serious. But honestly, I don't think that somebody, let's say a potential employer, could go to my social media and really determine what kind of employee I am going to be, or how responsible, how on time, or how hard I'm going to work.
Yeah, but I do think there is a slippery slope with this because there are children who are in high school, they have their social media accounts, and now universities are checking them. So before you get accepted to universities, so let's say that you're a girl and you're with your, little friends on the soccer team and you guys are singing and doing things and you're cursing or you're having some fun. That's the impression that people are going to get. But it always goes back to what my mom used to tell me. It's like your reputation is what people judge you on. So if you're hanging with the right crowd, if you're doing the right things, and that's what people are going to think of you. If you're hanging out with the wrong people, you might not even be doing those things, but by association, that's what you're going to get lumped in. And so that's where I feel like that's tough because you want people to have that creative outlet or to be able to express themselves. But then again, it could come back to bite you in the ass.
No, it can. It brought to mind this, I'm saying my mom always used to use is, dime con quién andas y te diré quién eres.
Yeah.
Like, tell me who you're hanging out with, and I'm going to tell you who you are.
Yeah.
So definitely when it comes to young people, we have to be very vigilant as to what they're posting, who they're hanging out with. And even in my same comment, somebody wrote, you know, my 2 nieces almost lost their scholarship because of something they posted on social media. So yes, we have to be mindful of what we post. Yes, we have to be, you know, just use tact, I guess, when posting. But no, you cannot judge who I am entirely as a person that you might want to work with or someone you might want to date based on the 200 social media posts that I have.
Right, but also, like, how about you base it on my previous experience or your investigative work with my previous employer, or you know what I mean? Like,
my resume, that'll help.
My resume
my
should
2
help
degrees,
you.
that
Exactly.
should weigh in.
Yeah, but that seems to not be as important anymore, and that scares me.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like when I was in my previous job and I had and I would interview people, I always wanted to see what they looked like before they came. It didn't deter me from like not bringing them in for an interview, but
you got an idea.
Bruh, I used that email address. I was like, time to go to Facebook.
Let's Google this bitch.
She cute. She young. Oh, this person definitely not gonna blend in. She gonna fight all the other paralegals. Or
No, this is gonna be a problem.
100%.
Do you know that I recently just did this?
You did?
We got a email. My sons go to summer camp. We got an email about who their directors were. I immediately went to Google, looked up these directors. What's your history? What can I find out about you? Where did you go to school? Seriously, people are their own investigative, like, they're detectives now.
Of course.
So, you know, whatever you put out there and it can be found, it's like before what people used to say. It's like whatever you do in the dark comes out in the light.
Oh, God.
If you don't want somebody to know what you're thinking, don't write it down, because then they could, you know what I mean? And this
That's another
is exactly
thing. I don't text anything weird to anyone. I will tell you some crazy shit in your face, but I'm not putting nothing in writing.
I'm not doing it anymore either. Cubby
It's
and I were
scary.
just in a situation where we were discussing something about our job with another person, and I said, hold up. We don't know this person
At all.
This person is asking us questions. We don't know if this person could actually turn this around and drag us when we're just innocently answer. I said to Cubby, cease all communication.
100%.
You just have to protect your ass so much more now than you used to in the past. It's crazy. And people come with receipts.
They do.
Trying to destroy you. Not this one.
People walk into meetings recording.
That is scary. Okay, so this is where we draw the line. Like, we're living in this spy society. I have heard about this.
I saw this and I said, were you recording the whole conversation? And they're like, yeah, I just want to go back and
for
listen.
my notes. No way. You take notes, you get a pen and a paper, honey.
Thank you.
How do you know? And how
Like,
can you
face down,
trust?
phone face down,
That's
just
what I'm
recording
saying.
audio.
But that is super suspect to me. Like, I would never. I used to know somebody who was a very dear friend of mine, and he would say, you know what I do now? My trick is I leave my phone in the room, and they don't even know that I'm recording. This was with, like, previous Apple
What the hell?
iPhones, and got some very good information on people. And I was like, well, first of all, I kind of like living in my ignorance. I don't want to know what people really think about me. It would hurt my feelings too much, and I would never look at that person the same way again. But I also think it's a very devious thing to do.
It really is.
I just don't think that way. I guess that my mind doesn't work in that manner.
You know, my mind kind of like works a little bit in that manner. You know, like probably like a month ago, an article came out where you can use your earbuds to like spy on people.
Yes, the kid that discovered it, and then Apple
And it worked.
thanked him.
And
yes.
it works. Like you can leave, I guess, with your ear pods and leave the phone on a certain setting. And I thought about it. I was like, maybe I'll say I'm going to the gym and I'm going to like leave my phone next to the nightstand. And I want to hear who Noonie calls as soon as I walk out the room or out the house. And then I was like, nah, man, this might be the end of my damn marriage. Imagine he calls a side bitch, this bitch gone. What we doing? You trying to FaceTime? Send me some booty pics. I was like, you know what?
Do you
Maybe
really
I won't
want to
do this.
know? Like, do you really want to know? That's my thing. I personally,
I guess I do want to know.
I don't want to know. I am like, what's that guy, Carl, or who sang that song with Diddy? Mario
Carl
Winans.
Thomas?
No, I want to be like Mario Winans. I don't want to know
I
if
hate
you're
you.
playing me.
I hate you right now.
Keep it on the low.
That's the biggest sucker song in the world,
That's
Carolina.
me. Well, right here on my forehead, there it is.
It's
Sucker.
a lollipop.
Thank you. Because seriously, why would you? I don't know. I guess guess I would want to find out in a different way, but there's also people who say if you go searching for something, be ready for what you might find. I am not emotionally ready.
I'm not financially ready.
No,
Exactly. Keep paying them bills.
Yeah, but then you were talking about something else that came on because you're kind of my social media guru, and Instagram are they working on building this into the platform?
Yeah, Instagram, they come up with like different versions of the app every now and then, and someone discovered like a test version of Instagram where they would hide the amount of likes that you get on your picture to the public. So only you would be able to see the amount of likes that you get on your picture.
Right. Which, if you are not living your life through social media, probably shouldn't affect you at all.
It shouldn't. And I think people that struggle with these type of things, like let's say like little startup blogs or people, new makeup artists, I think that would be amazing for them because they no longer, just feel down about themselves. Like they might work on let's say like a makeup tutorial for like 3-4 days and then get, 27 likes on the post. And that discourages people.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's so sad, though, that the amount of likes would either prevent you from doing something that you love. Like, why would that be the end of it for you if you're really passionate about it?
Well, I've spoken to different people that struggle with this. And, they just say it doesn't feel like they're being validated, I guess, by their followers. Or let's say you have 5,000 followers and you get 20 likes. Then at that point, you feel like, wow, these people don't like my content or these people don't really like me.
Oh, so they're gauging their content based on like how many likes they get. Okay, got
exactly.
it. Well, that's different,
so I think that's
though.
what they're doing. I think it's not like I didn't get enough likes, I'm not good. I think it's more like, wow, I have all these followers and they're not liking. What am I doing wrong?
Right.
Is this really like even worth it?
Yeah.
And a lot of people are making their money off of social media now. So the likes matter.
That's what I was going to ask you, too. So what does this mean for the people who are literally influencers? The name.
Or Instagram models.
Or Instagram models, which, I am not one of them. I strive to be. No, I'm kidding.
I'm looking at some of them. I'm like, I could be an Insta hoe, too.
Yeah. Or what do they call them? Insta thoughts?
Insta thoughts. That's another one.
See, I'm not mad at it. Get your money however you want to get it. But I think that once they do that, that's eliminating a whole like a group of potential for people to make money, for people to gain that notoriety. And that's where it could get like if they hid your Instagram likes and not mine, then I'd be like, well, wait a minute, why did they hide Honey's? And you know what I mean? Like, what is the
care? I gauge more my post on engagement.
Yeah, but you're informative. Mine is just basically me with people who come into KTU and my kids.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know
your likes
so
matter because people are probably not gonna start engaging and fighting each other in your comments.
No, nobody does. I mean, and I actually am very fortunate. I've spoken about this with other people. I very rarely get negative comments because I feel like the people who are following me want to know about my life, so they're not going to get on there and be combative for no reason.
These are people who actually like you.
Correct, and that's what I love that, and I love engaging with
Lucky
them.
you.
Yes, I know. No, and I do. I give thanks all the time. But then I also think like, well, I'm not the provocative person. I'm not putting things out there for them to be
You're not stirring the pot.
Exactly.
I know what you're saying.
Which is why I may not have as many followers, but I'm good with it. I love all 38,000 of you.
But you know what? That's amazing because that means they're your core followers. Yeah. They're going to support everything you do. They're never going to troll you, your children, your marriage. And, social media comes with a lot of negativity and a lot of evil.
Yes.
Especially when these are people who don't know you, they don't care about you. I have people come into my comments who are not following me just to fight with my followers.
Well, then how do they even find you? Where do you people find the
Through
time
hashtags.
to do this? Oh.
That's the one main reason why I stopped posting anything Donald Trump related. I limit it. I haven't posted him probably in months.
Well, politics is just so hard.
Because they would search, the Donald Trump hashtag and just come and spew so much hate and racism and negativity and bigotry. And I was just like, I can't have this.
Right.
I can't have my followers exposed to it, and I can't be ingesting this type of stuff by reading it.
Totally.
And then having to block people, and then they would make fake pages and come back. And I also did something that's super dope that a lot of people don't know Instagram has. I blocked certain words.
Oh, no way. I didn't even know that you could do that.
Yeah. So Instagram has an area where you can block, disgusting, vile words, racist words, bigot words.
Wow.
All the nasty words that you don't want anyone to comment on your page, you can put them there. So it's like comma, N-word, comma, F-word,
So if they
comma.
post that on one of your...
They won't be able to post.
Oh, no way. That's
Yes.
amazing.
So like bitch, hoe, slut,
Right.
fat, or anything that they can possibly use to try to shame someone, degrade someone, make them feel inferior, I've blocked them off my page.
I wish more people knew about this. It would save a lot of people some like distress whenever they're reading their comments. The one thing that I've gotten feedback from is the way, like, in which I think is very bold of some people to comment on my children, because I feel like kids are off limits.
They are.
Even though you put your kids out there, I still don't think that gives you the license to say a shitty comment about somebody's kid, because, like, for example, my son Asher had long hair. He's had long hair
He's
since
beautiful.
oh my gosh, I adore that kid. But he's had long hair, and that was something that, like, we loved the look, and we grew his hair out.
I love the look.
And over the past couple of months, he's expressed that he wanted short hair like his brother. He wanted short hair. And so I said to my husband, I said, we need to listen to him.
Yeah.
And I said, we valued his word. We took him to get his hair cut, and he's happy as can be.
Really, with his short hair?
Oh, he is
Aw.
loving life. He is just super happy. But somebody wrote, after I commented, oh, so you're just going to let your little 3-year-old dictate because and I'm like, whoa. I'm like, no, there's no room for that here. Like, I did not ask your opinion. I'm putting it out there. Like, do not touch my children.
Sit down.
I'm putting him out there for you to enjoy and to see, like, how precious he is. I don't need any further commentary from you, So that's where I think people walk the line when they think that they can actually comment on your parenting, And that's where I get a little bit skittish about putting my kids out there. But anything that I put about my kids, I make sure that it's not embarrassing to them. Like, some parents put pictures of their kids on the potty. I just think to when they're 12 or 13 and maybe their friends can look on my Instagram and they can use that as ammunition against them. I just don't want to put my kids in that position, as adorable as it can be for other people.
I've seen pictures of kids like in the tub and then like an emoji covering the privates. I'm like, if you have to cover your kids' privates, maybe that's not the picture to share on social media.
Yeah, but see, that's your opinion. There are some people who think this is adorable. I'm going to share it with my family and friends because that's who follows me on Instagram. But you're not thinking of like the 10, 15 years ahead of this child's life, So that's something that my friends and I always discuss. Like, where do you draw the line on the sharing of the pictures? Because there's some really hilarious things that I could put up. But then again, I kind of hold myself back. I'm like, I don't know. Like, he might get mad at me later on for putting this up there. So, yeah, there's also people who have now decided to sue their parents for what they put on social media, which is like a whole other topic.
My mother will whip my ass all the way to Dominican Republic. I try to sue her for no damn picture.
Exactly. Try coming back in that door and it will be locked and you will not have the key.
Never.
Because seriously,
Una maldita golpea que me dan. Para la corte. La policía.
Yes.
Tú quieres que te mate.
It's equivalent to when you were younger and you would say to your mom and dad, I'm calling CPS. And my mom would be like, well, call CPS because I'll beat them too,
For
know?
real. My mom used to tell me, you'll be in a group home fighting girls all day long.
You think this is bad? I'm going to show you bad.
But yeah, I don't want to call CPS. I could tell you a CPS story though.
Give it to me.
When we were kids, we were like latchkey kids.
Right.
Like, we were in a home. It was 4 of us. My older sister was like 13. And, my school called to talk to my mom. And they're like, can I talk to your mom?
Oh, she ain't home.
Yes. And I said, my mom is not home. And they said, well, who's taking care of you? And I was like, my sister. And how old is she? She's 13.
No.
Do you know they sent the police to my house and we had a whole CPS case? My mother hated me for the longest time.
Wait, but it wasn't your fault. You were being honest.
I was a kid.
Yeah.
But for picking up the phone, we were forbidden from picking up the damn phone when my mom was not home. But I was a hot ass and I was just thirsty. Hello. Oh no, my mama not here. I'm with my 13-year-old sister. They really, it got CPS involved. And my poor mom had to like go through like a whole New York City CPS court system situation.
And that's like years where they do follow-ups and stuff.
Years.
And like, I mean, yes, and it's important for people who do need it, but not Honey German.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Like...
I felt so terrible now as an adult. I'm like, wow, I really did that to my poor mom. And, my mom didn't even speak English. So going through the court system and having all these, court dates and welfare checks when she was like a whole like Dominican island woman must have been so stressful for her. Mami, perdóname.
I know. Right now you can say you're sorry, because back then it's like she was having to show up in court when she meanwhile had to go to work
at a factory.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, please don't get me started. Don't scare me. Do you want to step into the salon?
Let's step into the salon.
Let's do it.
Handle
okay.
it, Carolina.
So, dear Honey and Carolina, first want to start off by saying I'm one of your middle listeners. Yay! Wait, what's his name? Dominic. Okay, so Dominic says, thank you for all the advice you give. It does work, and when you spoke to Greg T about being more assertive, it was something I needed to hear. Now on to my question. I have been in a relationship with my partner for almost 2 years, and all was well, or so I thought, until I found a dating app while on his phone. See, honey? He goes on to say, don't worry, I wasn't snooping on purpose.
Yes, she was.
Now, I don't know if he is using the app. I haven't checked his notifications, but we met on said dating app, so part of me wants to believe he never deleted it, and it even looked like the icon was in the same place, but ever since I saw it, it's given me some intense paranoia. I want to bring this up with him, but a part of me feels so comfortable in the relationship that I don't want things to go south. Sadly, that means I have to ignore my instincts and ignore what I'm feeling because I don't want to let him go, even if he is cheating on me. What do I do? Sincerely, Dominic. Damn, this is heavy. Ooh. So they met on this app, which makes sense that it could be on his phone. And so this is the first.
No, first of all, as soon as we serious, you got to delete that shit. Continue.
Okay, but what if he did doesn't that happen if you do a reboot or if you update your phone or restore from a backup? I'm just looking for excuses, Dominic, because I'm trying
Dominic's
to save
man.
your relationship. Honey already sent him to, pack in.
No, I got questions. I'm going on if it's POF or whatever it is. I'm creating another profile and I'm going to catfish you and you're going to show up to this date at a hotel and I'm going to leave you afterwards. I love the drama. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
You are so about the drama. And see, I'm on the other part where I'm thinking to myself, this poor guy, he probably stumbled upon this on accident. Maybe he forgot. There are so many people who are careless with their phones that don't. I know. You're rolling your eyes at me. I know. Am I the most gullible person?
Yeah,
Seriously.
He looked at the phone by mistake. Ain't no mistake when you're going through your man's phone, Carolina. I be snooping. I be like, if this motherfucker come back.
I've never
put it down. He's coming.
And then wait, do you have to go back to the phone and be like, what did he have open first? Do you ever do that?
First of all, his phone is almost always locked.
Oh, really?
And I don't know his password, but I be trying sometimes. Like when he opens his phone, I be like, what is it?
Then when it says iPhone disabled,
I know there's a 15 involved in there.
There's a 1.5.
Yeah, there's 1.5, but I can never catch it. He's so fast.
You got to pretend like you're asleep one day.
I do that sometimes, but I only see whatever he's scrolling, and it's always dumb shit.
Yeah, so you probably have nothing to worry about. But see, as somebody who has full access to their husband's phone, all he has are finance apps, and I don't even know what they do anyway. So it's finance calculator. I'm like, well, that's boring. CNBC, lame.
That's amazing. God bless.
But I go through all of his things. The one thing that I did notice that he does have on there that I was shocked, it's a golf game. So it's there's not really anything that harmful on there, but for somebody, that's why I say if you're looking for something, be careful because you just might find it, Dominic, and it sounds like you found something and now you don't know what to do with it.
Here's what worries me. He says, I have to ignore my instincts, which means your instincts are telling you something is wrong.
Yeah. Is there something else going on that is making you think in your gut that the relationship isn't what you think it is?
And then he says, I don't want to let him go even if he is cheating.
Right. So then what's the point of bringing it up? If you're not going to let him go, then why even cause the friction and the drama?
So maybe Dominic could just step out real quick, do a little cheating real quick. Boom.
No.
And then come back and feel vindicated already.
2 wrongs don't make a right, girl. 2 wrongs don't make a right. No way.
Okay, fine.
I feel like he needs to.
I'm just saying he'll sleep much easier if he goes back to somebody he used to date and just
knocks
cheat
it out
real quick and then come back and be like, even if he was doing something, I already got my licks in, so go ahead.
And then how bad would he feel if he was being faithful and he just said to him, oh, babe, I can't believe I still have this app on my phone after we met. I should have deleted it. Boom. Now we got problems.
Just offer him a threesome or something like that and everything will be better.
That was honey, everybody. Well, I guess, I don't know, Dominic, did we help you? Because
we did. I gave him my perspective. I told him, catfish him, do a little cheating, give him a threesome if you mess up.
And I said, give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he really didn't do it on purpose. And, you can still live and be happy and not break up.
This is why me and Carolina work so perfectly because we never, ever, ever
agree
at all.
No. So Dominic, we wish you the best. Thank you so much for writing to us. And honestly, I really do hope for your sake that it was just him being careless and forgetting to delete the app. But you got to let us know what happens.
Please. please DM us.
And you can send us your questions to the salon, lifeinspanglishpodcast@gmail.com.
And follow us on all social medias, LI Spanglish, on Twitter, on Instagram. And make sure you guys subscribe so that you get the notification when the new episode comes up. 5 stars too.
Give us 5 stars. I know some of you want to give it, like, don't be lame and give us 3. Like, just
3?
do it. I mean, know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes people just to be haters,
I will
like, they want to give
down.
3.
You give us 3
It's
stars.
Like, no, you give us a good 5-star review. And also hit us up on social media, LI Spanglish on all social medias, right?
All of them.
That's it.
All right. Peace.
Okay, good.
That's
Hilarious.
good.